I'm very fortunate today to be surrounded by two examples of the fact that Sanford, North Carolina,
that's right,
produces only the finest athletes in the world.
Sure. Yeah, that's right.
One is Jones.
Yeah, that's me.
And one is Des Evans. One potentially slightly more accomplished than the other in the realm of athleticism. But Des, what is it like to be here with another Sanford-born,
born in Sanford,
finely tuned athlete? Could you feel it when you walked into the room?
I definitely did. But it's a dream come true, man, because a lot of people don't make it out for Sanford for real. So it's just a blessing for real. So, yeah.
Take us through we're 5 games in.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously have not had the result we wanted the last couple. But take us through, from your perspective, what's been going on, the season, the defense, where you guys are.
Mm-hmm. So, for the start, it's like we starve ourselves to be champions and trying to win every game. But it's not coming like that because everybody in college football is good. The transfer portal allow people to go different places and play for different teams, and it's just different. But our mindset is to being the champions, and we still can do that even though we lost 2 games. And we just got to understand the standard and keep our head forward, pretty much.
Is that hard? I mean, like you guys are, I don't think people quite get like how hard it is to be a football player.
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys are up early, you guys are practicing at 8 a.m., you guys are taking care of your business off the field in class. Is it hard? Like those 8 a.m. practices, I got to imagine they're harder when you hadn't when you've lost a couple games. Like, how do you keep that motivation going when things aren't going as well as you would like at the moment?
All right. I'm glad you asked me this question because Matt told us this morning, standard don't care about your feelings. The standard do not care about your feelings. It's the same thing about y'all. Y'all coming to work. It's like, do I feel like coming to work today? No, but you still got to come up because of discipline. You discipline, and everybody got to have discipline in everything they do. So that's what we starve our stuff on. And being a leader, I just got to remind my teammates every day, like, coming here willing to work, willing to change, and willing to grow. Because greatness changes every day. It's not the same. Kobe ain't the same person that he was about 5 years ago when he was young. You know what I'm saying? LeBron ain't the same when he was young. So, like, every day you got to understand that you got to grow and take that step forward. And that's what I be trying to do.
So how is Des Evans different than he was 5 years ago or even 1 year ago?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, too, because when I was young, I was making a lot of mistakes. I really wasn't aware as I am now, and it matters to me. It matters to me to make sure my younger guys and younger players understand that when I leave, you still got to do the same thing I'm doing here because it's going to help us in the long run. And that's what I learned. I learned to be a leader.
What kind of mistakes were you making?
I say childish mistakes. Not really stepping up when I know that what people before me was doing was wrong because I was a young guy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not knowing, like, okay, well, I'm knowing, like, I don't think that's right. But I'm not in the predicament or the status to say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? But now I know. So I'm gonna call out people when I feel like they're doing something wrong.
Is that hard to do? I mean, for a teammate or somebody who's a peer, like is it hard to say, hey man, that's not what we do here?
It's not hard, but you just gotta understand who you're talking to because everybody like react differently.
Sure.
So that can be difficult in a way because you can't get on your teammate like a coach get on you. But some people you can though. You gotta pull somebody to the side, be like, hey man, like this is not how we do it. You gotta change the way you're going about it. Your motivation ain't there, I feel like. Or somebody you do know, somebody that you're friends with, and you chill outside of school on a regular basis, so you can get on a little bit more because you got a connection with them. Who's
a teammate you can get on, and who's a teammate who might need a little more of a pat on the back?
All right, bet. That's a great question. I can definitely say Travis Shaw. Me and Travis Shaw like brothers for real, so I can cuss him out. The head of flow, like we can every day we arguing because it's greatness. We passionate about the game and we want everybody to understand like this is what we want. We want to be champions. So like I can get on Trav, but another player about the young guy Tyler, he a great player, but I gotta talk to him a different way than I'll talk to Trav. So I gotta pull him to the side, not let people see I'm getting on him, but he know that I'm getting on him in a positive way. So yeah.
So. I've talked to Coach Collins several times, or just been around when he was talking, and he says he feels like the two of you guys have like a symbiotic like relation. Like he feels like sometimes y'all are like one body together, like out there when you're playing.
He wishes that was.
Yeah, I'm sure he does wish that he had. What is that relationship like with you and with Coach Collins?
All right, bet. Because Coach Collins, he kind of quiet when it's come to the game, but I know he just downloading up some good plays for us. So like, if I look at him, because in a moment we all hostile, we all aggressive in the moment. So like, if I just look at him, he look at me, I'm like, okay, but I'm already knowing what call he gonna call in the red zone or at the 50-yard line. So I'm already knowing. It's just that connection just between me and Coach. We just been doing it for a long time. I just feel it. It's just a feeling. Yeah.
So how does that enable you to play better when you're on that same page with the guy who's calling the plays?
Faster. Maybe play fast and violent.
We had Javari in here, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks, something like that, and he talked some about that. He felt like you guys were able to play faster. What for somebody who, like, I always think you guys are playing fast. So, like, for you, what does that mean? Like, what does it mean for you when you feel like you can play freer and faster?
It means like the calls are simple. It's not a lot of stuff in. You don't gotta think before the snap. And I feel like that's what we was doing like a couple of years before because we're just doing a lot of things on the D line. So yeah, Coach Collins is allowing us to play freely. So yeah, within the defense.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hearing you talk about it, and I'm sure fans sitting in the stands, it looks very easy to them to think, well, the Tar Heels are up 20-0. Things start going bad. Why didn't Des Evans just go grab Travis Shaw by the shoulder pads and knock some sense into him and just turn everything around? Why is it not like that? Because like you knew things were going poorly, I assume.
Yeah, because it's not just one person. It's 11 good guys out there, and everybody got to do their job.
Why didn't you knock them all in the shoulder pads and tell them what to do?
Hey, I definitely did. I definitely gave a speech to everybody when I came off the sideline, so everybody can understand what we want and what we got to do to win.
Do guys ever, like, I don't know if, I mean, everybody's seen Des Evans in his jersey. Like, you just look like a football player, right? Like, Des Evans puts on that jersey, you're like, God, that dude is a wrecker out there.
Sanford bros.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just something for people from Sanford.
Do you have, so I'm assuming because of that, you are getting some chirping, and I'm going to guess that you can kind of chirp back out there on the field. So do you feel like you ever get like some guys specifically coming at you a little bit with their mouth or with maybe an extra little shove every now and then?
Most definitely.
Do you feel like that happens?
Yes.
How do you try and keep your cool if that is happening?
I've been playing football for a long time, so I'm not going to like hit nobody on the field, but I am going to talk some trash though.
You don't mind that part.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm definitely going to talk some trash though when it's needed.
Who's the best trash talker out there? If you couldn't vote for yourself, because I'm assuming you're number one.
Who the best trash talker out there? I got to go back to trial. I got to go back to trial because he can talk some trash though.
I feel like people think of DBs more as trash talkers than they do D linemen. Is the trash talk different with your position group?
It is definitely different. I feel like the DBs be more locked in than just talking because like they running the whole game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they be tired a little bit than us because we got to run like 10 yards pretty much, 10 to 15 yards. But D-line is the trenches though. It get active there and there. Like the whole game we fighting. You feel me? So like it's gonna get hostile in there.
When you are fighting for 80 plays or whatever it is, and the guy across from you is, what I've heard is there's holding on every play. You know the guy is doing some stuff he shouldn't be doing. How do you keep on play 21 from getting so mad that it takes you out of the game for the next 10 plays?
Just like that. Just have just be like, next play I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna show him what I'm about.
Yeah, but you say that sitting right here, that's a little different than if I'm holding you on every play.
You going to break his hand, you going to do something and get
I don't think it's going to matter if Adam's holding you on. I don't think that's going to matter. All right, I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
You had that play against Central where, like, I literally don't know what else you could have done. Like, you just pushed the dude in the chest. Originally, they had called target. And, again, I'm not trying to get you to talk about officials at all. Yeah. But, like, how hard is that as someone who is trying to get to the quarterback? That's part of what you're out there to do.
Right.
But a lot of times you get flagged, not you specifically, but people get flagged for hitting the quarterback. How do you try and balance all that out?
I just play football, man. I mean, It is kind of hard because I be trying to, like, when I see a quarterback about to throw the ball, I would try and get there between one and two steps because, like, if you throw the ball and you hit him, it's gonna be too late. So I'll take one step before I hit him before you throw the ball.
Sure.
And that's what happened when we played on Central. Like I was coming around the edge and I saw the running back trying to hit me, so I olay him, and then I saw the quarterback about to throw it. Then when he caught back, I was like, okay, I got one more step and I'm gonna lunge at him and just push him because I couldn't like tackle him because it was gonna be too late. So I just pushed him and they threw a flag and I'm like, dang, like I was right there on time and. I was like, dang, next play. And that's how you got to think about it. You got to be like, next play, and when your time comes, it's going to come. And that's what happened in the red zone. I got my first sack of the season.
That's a lot to be doing in, like, 2 seconds, right? Like, you're sitting there thinking, like, okay, he's got his arm back. Okay, I'm not going to have time to tackle him. Yeah. Like, how do you process all of that? Or is that just you've been doing this for a long time and you've been repping it for a long time?
Yeah, I've just been doing it for a long time, repping for a long time. Yeah, for sure. And we practice it as well too, though. Yeah, in Indy. So you just gotta understand. You gotta be a smart player, and that's where it comes as being a smart player instead of just taking cheap shots. You know.
And I would think that's easier for now senior Des Evans compared to freshman Des Evans. Right. Is that fair to say?
It is fair to say for sure.
What's Des Evans doing when he's not playing football?
When he's not playing football, man, he grinding in his clothing business. I got my own clothing shine, and I be making shirts, I be making pants, hoodies, all that.
What got you interested in that?
Tell us about
that. Because like when I was a freshman, I wanted to do graphic design, and then I was like, dang, like I can't just be on the laptop all day and just making designs. I might get bored. So I take the design off the laptop and put on a shirt, and I just started doing that for a good little minute. So. It's going about 5 years now I've been doing it.
What got you interested in graphic design? I mean, have you always been kind of artistic?
I did it in high school. Like me, when I was younger, me and my dad used to draw a lot. And I think that's when I found a way and pretty much like drawing. And I just wanted to do something different when I got to college. So, yeah. Because I love making like collages, paintings, and all that.
Do you actively paint?
Yes, I do. I'm pretty good. I got a painting.
No, I'm terrible at it.
That's what tells the truth.
Yeah. But I got a painting in my advisory room right now. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's like a waterfall.
We got to get a picture of this.
Yeah.
You definitely got to.
Yeah, we got to get like a picture. We want to put it with this.
Yeah, can you text us? Have you got like pictures of it on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
What's different about your clothing line? There are a lot of clothing lines out there.
It is.
What's different about yours?
Basically, it's called Unknown Life, and it just represents like everybody isn't the same, and sometimes your light isn't going to shine right then and there, but later down the road it is. So it just represents like you don't gotta showcase where you at or who you live with or how much money you got or anything like that. It just know who you are and live life your own, like on your own understanding, you know. So that's what it's about. Yeah, just embrace yourself.
All right, got a game this weekend. Still got over half the season left to go. What in your mind is important for you guys to get this thing back on track and head the direction you want to head?
Focus. That's what's going to win the game for us. Because defense, we dominate. We can dominate the whole game if we just focus. And you seen against Duke. The first half we hold them to 37 yards, rushing yards. So if we can do that the whole entire game, it's gonna be wraps. We should have had a shutout against Duke, but it's just some things that we miss assignments or we didn't have that much focus. And I feel like going through practice and understanding like what we need to work on, and it is focus. That's what we need to work on.